Good morning and welcome to day 3 of your daily wellness, and today we are doing pigeon pose. So you will need the whole length of your mat today. If you want cushions or blocks or blankets, something that you could wedge under to give yourself a little bit of support, then grab those. Otherwise we're all going to meet in a seated position. So preferably with legs crossed, so we're beginning already to start to open the hips. Lift the hips up on a block or blanket if you need to. And take a moment to just have a little fidget, have a little movement, and notice if you feel any particular areas that are feeling tight or restrictive. Just kind of honour that for a moment. And then find a little stillness. Sitting up tall, lengthening the spine. And already you may be starting to feel a bit of opening through the hips. It's good. Gentle tuck of the lower ribs in, shoulders are back and down. Chin is tucked slightly. Relax the gaze or close the eyes, it's up to you. And then we're going to take some rotation. So starting small, we're just going to keep grounded through both sit bones and just draw some circles with the upper body. So lower body is completely still and grounded down, upper body is rotating around. Notice how the weight shifts, how you kind of want to lift up at certain times where the tightness kicks in. And again, eyes can be open or closed, kind of engaging the neck as well. So as you open forwards, thinking cow pose, as you come back, starting to come towards cat pose, maybe getting a little deeper into your circles, into your rotations. And we're doing a few of these. So just take a moment to notice how it feels. Get into the groove, get into the flow of what you're doing. Imagine being a child again and you're just doing something for the sake of it because it feels good and it feels right in your body, rather than all these preconceptions we get as an adult where we think that we're silly or look stupid or we're worried about someone seeing us. Forget that. Just for now. And then make them a little bit smaller until we come to the middle, and then we're going to go the opposite way again, starting small. And maybe now you start to tally your breath a little bit, or maybe you're going a little bit faster, so you can choose the rhythm. You can go slow and purposeful with your breath, or you can go a little bit faster and get into that rhythm, into that little groove, that little boogie, feel good moment for your spine and your neck. And then we start to make them a little bit smaller until you find this neutral point and we lengthen up tall. Settle into the moment, feel that grounding down and the lengthening up. It's just you and your breath and your body and me. From here, we want to take the feet out in front, and we're just going to roll one in and then the other, so they don't have to come all the way in. And then the next time the left foot is up, with the hands behind, fingers facing towards your body, we're going to cross the left ankle over. Now you may find that you have to move a bit further away to get in, and then we want to try and lengthen the chest up Walk it in a little, we're starting to open through that right hip. Keep the foot flexed. Chest is lifted, spine open. And then if you need to, you can move back away to give yourself space to come out of it. And then we take the left ankle over the right again, fingertips facing towards you. Open the chest, lengthen up, tailbone comes down, foot is flexed, opening up through the left hip. And doing what you need to come out of it. Bringing the soles of the feet together and just taking that little sway side to side. We're not pulling them in real close, trying to get into a deep Baddha Konasana for a moment, but just allowing the hips to kind of move through this opening gesture with no force. Increasing the synovial fluid in the joint, telling all the connective tissues it's okay, we're going to move, we're not going to injure ourselves, everything's fine. And then we bring left hand towards the feet. We're going to sweep out, imagine that big bird's wing as we open up into a twist, trying to keep the knees down a little. Spine is long, gazing back towards the hand. Exhale, bring it in, swap it out for the other side. Inhale, out. As you exhale, bring it in. Take a moment to lengthen chest forwards, shoulders back and down. Think of being super proud. So super proud in your Baddha Konasana. Imagine when you were coming back to this thing of being a child and you've drawn the most amazing picture, or you got the lead role in the play and you're so proud of yourself, and puff up your chest and lengthen your spine and you grow tall and you smile. And from there, we're going to rock over to the right hand side and come into this box position as we come into this kind of animal pose. So what we want to do is get the leg, so we're kind of going straight across the front here. We're going to rotate over the front leg, lengthen the spine. Allow the left hip to turn over as you come down towards the floor. Now you can use a block, you can bring a block under the elbows, you can come down as far as suits you. We kind of want to get parallel to the floor though, so rather than be right down here but the other arm is lifted, we want to rotate. So we want to come down and actively flex the feet, turn that right hip over. Maybe you even walk the hands back a little so we're really lengthening through the left side. Use the hands to support as you bring yourself back up, and swap the legs to the other direction. So we're going for parallel to the front of the mat, taking the other foot behind. Turn that hip over as we open the chest, and then work our way down again to hands, elbows. Whatever you do, try and get both shoulders parallel to the floor as you come down. Use the hands to support as you bring yourself back up. Coming back into this kneeling position on the other side. So from here, use your hands at least for the first time. We're going to come up onto the knees. So feet are flexed to give you a bit of support so we're not all wibbly wobbly. Scoot your tailbone under, lengthen up tall. So we're getting a bit of a stretch through the front of the hips. Hands are just on the waist in this nice empowering pose. As you exhale next, we want to slowly bring it down. Try and do it as slow as you can. Try not to use your hands, although you can if you want to. Bring it down slow, 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 squeezing through the legs. And release down. So same on the other side. Use your hands to support as you come up to begin with. Tuck the tailbone under, hands on the waist. Flex through the feet to give you a bit more solid foundation. Tuck in the tailbone, lengthening up tall. And then on your next exhale, slow as you can, try not to put your hands on the floor. Allow yourself to come down, control. Okay, back to the first side. Try not to use your hands this time. See if we can take a gentle rock and bring it up. Push through the hips, tuck the tailbone under. This time we're going to rotate the body a little forwards, getting a bit more opening through this left hip. Lengthen up tall, so there's going to be some arch in the lower back, so take another breath or two to really tuck it under and twist it around. And again, coming back through center slowly, take it down. Same on the opposite side. Come into your position, see if you've got the space to take a little rock and bring yourself up without using hands. Scoot the tailbone under, nice long spine, and this time we rotate. Scoot the tailbone, so we're really trying not to overarch the lower back, but to get a nice stretch in the front of the hip. Bringing it back through center. Again, control it down. Okay, take the feet out in front. Bring the knees in together. Take a moment to, maybe we lean back a bit, maybe we lean into it a little bit to get a bit more of a release or a stretch on a different part of the hip. Just taking a moment to allow them to release. So take a little shake out this open and closing. Again, don't get the preconception of what this is to be an adult. Think about when you're a child. Do what feels good for you. Okay, we're going to move towards our pigeon and our pigeon variations. So coming to, I'm going to say right side because that's where I'm going. And we're going to turn ourselves around a little. So, in a perfect world with a perfect pigeon, the front of your thigh is going to be completely parallel, front of your shin, sorry, completely parallel with the top of the mat. Now, most of us can kind of do this here, but as soon as we start taking that other leg back, there's resistance, it's too much. So if you need to bring the foot in, you can bring the foot in anywhere between the midline and up there. Obviously, the closer to there you get, the better, but don't do it at compromising your spine and every other part of the move. So find a middle ground that suits you today. So we want to flex the right foot, parallel or somewhere in between. Hands come on the floor. Take a moment to send the left leg out and do it in bits. Don't rush it all at once. Allow your body to kind of become okay. Start to lengthen back. Use the foot as we lift up. Place the knee down. So this is where you'll find what sort of level your front leg wants to go to. The aim is to really lengthen back with the left leg. Check that it's parallel and we're not turning out or in. We want to flex through the right foot, ground through the leg. We're opening the right hip. Scoop your tailbone a little. It won't move, but it will help to alleviate the lower back and increase the stretch in the hip instead. Open your chest. This is where you can use a blanket or block underneath this right hip if you want to, the right knee or thigh, just to give you a bit of extra support. Open up. So this is our pigeon pose. We have options. So we can take this pose if you want to add a bit of a chest opening. We can either take right hand, bend the left leg and reach back towards the foot. You'll see a lot of people hooking it around the elbow. That is quite an advanced pose. Do not worry about getting to there. You can make it into a bit of a twist and take the opposite hand around. So left hand planted, right hand. But this temptation here is to lift the right hip up. So we're trying not to do that. So you can have a play with that. Or we can come down into this kind of yin version where we surrender down like we just did in the animal pose. Aiming to get the shoulders parallel as far as works for you. Take a moment to play with what option feels right for you. You are going to start and feel that through your hip. Breathe deeply. Allow the discomfort but not pain. Pain is too much, too far. Take one more round of breath. Use your hands to support you up and then roll back into the seated position. Take the leg out, give it a little shake. And then we come to the same on the other side. So setting the leg up. Again, ideal world is going to go parallel across the front of your mat. You're probably not going to get it there. I think I'm about halfway. Flex through the left leg. Start to lengthen the right leg out. Take a moment to come into it. It's not about rushing. Lift up. Place the knee down. Start to rotate over, and this is where you find where the left foot wants to be. Check that the left leg is parallel, reaching back. We're not going right in or right out. Scoop the tailbone under. Notice if this side is different. Chest open, spine long. Both feet active. Well, top of the right foot pressing into the floor, left foot flex. And again, you've got options. So we can place the left hand on the mat, bend the knee, take a hold with the right hand, or hook it around the elbow if that's where your practice is. We can add the twist by placing the right hand down and taking hold with the left hand. Again, though, don't sacrifice where we're leaning right over to the right, like I can feel myself doing. Or we can take the yin version where we start to come over, hips parallel to the floor, and just allowing your weight, your breath, and the time to bring you down. Breathe nice and deep. Taking one more round of breath. Use your hands to support. Roll back onto your butt. Take the legs out, give them a little shake. From here, we're going to come into an inactive child pose. So bringing the knees together. Take a moment to fold over. Hands can just rest on the mat in front. We can turn them palms up. We can take them down behind towards the feet. Find whatever option feels comfortable for you. You can lift your head on a block if you want to, or you can come to a regular seat if this just isn't comfortable for you. Allow yourself to relax. Every
exhale, feel your tension drain away, feel your muscles release. As you inhale, notice how we're working against the compression of the belly on thigh. Feel that compression and the stretch through the back, and then that release. Taking your last few breaths here. And gently, when you're ready, use the hands to bring yourself up.
Now is a good time to continue and practice those moves again if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to decide, let's see, what we do for tomorrow's yoga session. I don't know if you just heard the cat sneeze though, it was the cutest thing. Want to say hello? This one, I suppose. Ah, amazing. So tomorrow we have child's pose. One of the best, most restorative poses, getting the head below the heart, calming the nervous system, a nice release and stretch through the lower back. Again, if you want blocks, cushions, blankets, anything you want to make tomorrow's session really yummy and cozy, bring those with you. So thank you for joining me. Namaste, and I will see you again tomorrow for your next dose of Daily Wellness.